is, man. We smiling and profiling now. Smiling and profiling. Carmelo Anthony's parents then run a power move on y'all out there, man. The ancestors is moving with the family. The got a powerhouse legal team. Dream team lawyers. Then pro bono took the case for Carmelo Anthony to fight for his appeal, and oh man, this is what the family most definitely needed. And for all the slander and shit that's been going on out there around the family, where so many people's out there hating, hating, talking about the family, then was, left Carmelo, and they didn't look out for Carmelo, that they spent all the money and so on and so forth. And people not, when you get lawyers like this, and they see, they wouldn't come to the aid of people they didn't feel was genuine, you know. They feel, the lawyers is, took the case pro bono because they see that, this is a young man being railroaded, symbolic of the people. It's symbolic of the people. You cannot have a clan courtroom. You see what I'm saying? Clan courtroom uh in 2026. In 2026. Hold on, fam. Vigor in the push to free Carmelo. You can see, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. We got, it's a new game. A lot of people saying it's too late. No, it ain't. You want it to be too late. That's what it is. Y'all done put so much hate out there. Now you got to ride on that. So many people saying, "Oh, it's a clear cut. He's guilty." You know what I'm saying? And you didn't put so much content up there that all them false idols that y'all done put out there will come crashing down. A lot of people is you gonna be. I mean, this will be destruction for the haters. You got white media, you got black content creators, and I mean, they flood the algorithm with the hate. You know, it's some of our family out. It's a lot more of our family out there supportive, but they flooding these social media algorithms with uh, Austin Metcalf supporters. You see, most definitely flooding the algorithm with Austin Metcalf supporters, and so this is I mean across the board. Even after the sentencing, the hate is still like a tsunami. They want things to happen to the young man in prison. They want the daddy to be locked up. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Got a strong legal team. Not gonna happen. So not gonna happen. So just give up on that. And so what's needed now is to let the legal team take this legal fight, and and start exposing all this slander that's being put out there. I'm quite sure they're gonna start. They own the team, and so I'm quite sure they're gonna start to attack the narrative immediately. You know, You got to start attacking the narrative immediately, and start to, sway the public. You got to, with facts, you know, with facts and with expert lawyers that gonna go over the facts and expose material and evidence that has not been exposed. You know, it's a lot of material that has not been exposed. Yeah, we got all type. What's this down here? Let me see. It's a lot of stuff out there, but that has not been. I mean, yeah, 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 yeah. What you mean? Why it can't be the truth? It's only gonna be the truth. Yeah, it's only gonna be the truth. You're not gonna why. It's only gonna be the truth. Yeah, yeah. We in the house. All right, Ray. You in the house. Good. Yeah, it's only gonna be the truth. But it's a victory for the family because so many people is speaking. They don't want to see a strong black family. That's first and foremost. Black man and black woman together with family, the key element which they have always sought to destroy, in this society, but yet and still, you got a strong symbolism here of a family fighting for their son. Where in society it's a lot of families that are broken. And this is a symbol of a courageous family, man, putting the fight in. And the father was slandered, most definitely said he was a weak black man, came back, with a check. You in check right now. All the haters are most definitely in check. He done slid that bishop down there on your king. You feel what I'm saying? And you are now in check. And it's time, and it's looking like they're going to chase you around the board until they get you. You see what I'm saying? Ain't going to be no you going to fight up out of this. You know, ain't no, it ain't going to be. And I want to see, and if, I want to see what kind of team the Metcalf family would have. We want to see, what type of team that they might have. Because it's going to be a battle. It's going to be the battle of the century. It could be the battle of the century. This appeal trial could most definitely be the battle of the century. And a lot's gonna come out of that. Yeah, Black Power family. Yeah, a lot is gonna come up out of that. But it's looking good. So all the peoples out there that say that Carmelo and a whole ass Charleston White, a buster, a punk, you know what I'm saying, who tried to slander the family, has failed in that. That's why his ass is quiet. I ain't nobody needs you, Charleston. Nobody needs your whole ass. Nobody needs you. Yeah, don't nobody need you. And as quick as you said, what you ain't gonna do, you gonna make it hard on him. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of heads that's gonna roll. Man, whatever court, if they go in and and the lawyers find, which he was most definitely incompetent. He was most definitely incompetent. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And they might get on him. They very well might, if they find out that yes, he should be. I think every course that, wherever wherever there was leaks, wherever there was leaks in the ship of justice, then they should seal that leak. You feel what I'm saying? They should seal that leak. The fucking the lying ass witnesses, the judge, the damn lawyers. Yeah, all of them. They was all in on it. Most definitely. But most definitely his lawyer, he didn't, I mean, what did he do? He didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't gonna do shit no way because he was on the motherfucking team. And that's why I say you can't go in there with no white lawyers. Not as the head counsel. You can't go in there. You got to have which I told y'all. You can have, if they good at what they do, but the head counsel got to be black. Cause he gonna keep them in line with what they need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? You can't have no white boy head. And they find out that yeah, it's all was they all connected. They saying that the prosecutor was the teacher of the motherfucker that represented Carmelo. This is what they saying. Did y'all hear that? Am I here? I'm hearing that the prosecutor was a teacher of Carmelo Anthony's lawyer. Shut your bitch ass up, talking about. So was your great great grandmammy and grandpappy. So why don't you fight? Leave him in. Why don't you fight? Dig your great great grandmammy and grandpappy who's out here lynching innocent black people and put their ass on trial. They murderers too. Yeah, they murderers. What about that? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, bring they, cause they gonna put their ass on. Yeah, they and find out about their ass too. Find out about their ass too. Look into their ass. Yeah, all of that. Wherever there's a leak, fill that leak. Get into the jurors, the what was their background and whatever. You see, shit. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can, man. Wherever I man, listen here. You see what I'm saying? You call them all in. What I don't know if they exempt. I don't know if jurors is exempt from any type of once the trial. I don't know if they could be. I don't know. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. I don't know, but wherever you can find a leak and you can seal that damn leak, all the witnesses might have to be brought forward. You might have to bring them with and put their ass under a vigorous, questions. Bring them and put them under vigorous questions, and somebody gonna break. You gonna find out a lot of them then committed perjury. That there was, you know, I mean, there was, you got some saying that Jeff Metcalf knew the judge. I don't know. They got pictures up there. Some people saying that is photoshopped and whatever, and that only take a minute because they got all type of machinery to run that shit through there to tell you whether it's fake or not. You know what I'm saying? So I believe you got lawyers there for every aspect of that damn, every aspect, and I think that it's gonna be they're gonna be victorious in getting the appeal and you know, exonerating Carmelo Anthony. But this is a salute to the family. You feel what I'm saying? For a power move on this, for a power move for Carmelo Anthony, stunning the haters, and and I know a lot of the Carmelo Anthony supporters, man. This is it's good news, real talk. It's good news, and so okay, salute to the family, Carmelo Anthony family. Make sure y'all get down and click that link. Patreon, General said it. Get over there, get that work. Always working overtime for Black Power. And I'll see y'all back here in a minute.